Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Vikings take over. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
59!
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And James has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
61, Max behind.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I play. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there out of Cook. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
All day, dog.
Check 26, check 26.
Alert flare, flare.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Continuing to fight for more. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check, 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 check. 20. Check 25, check 25.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down now. It's Johnson, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5.
We got this.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
32. Hey, dude. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
On second down, it's Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Let's get it.
Go 20.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's Bird on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
First down. Here's Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So they will go for it. Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check your hot read. Lucky 48. Bang, 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 bang. Greystone, travel. Wide. Alert 3. Rhino. Check. Leave it. Ringo, 48. Where's the hot?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. There goes a deep ball. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Hey, 22!
Play action. Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game. But a lot.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
Pass slip, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 50 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On second down, Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We own it. Watch twins. Watch twins.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
180. 32.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Bird to return. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
51, Mike. Mike 51. No gain on this defense. No gain. Hey, flicker. You got tape. Bravo. First. 4. Take 4. Where's the hot?
Throwing, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch out. Hey, we're good. Check like 40. Rabbit. 40's the line. Squeeze.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time